use rushing. We got 20 more miles to go. Hey!
Sure you don't know him?
Stranger to me.
We'll take him on over to the funeral parlor. Mr. Cartwright, I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Fine.
Sit down, Mr. Cartwright. Well, Pike, how you feeling? Get any breakfast? Pike, I'd like to talk to you a little bit, but I got some business to take care of here. I want you to go and do your chores, then come back and see me. Hmm? Oh, and here's a little tobacco money for you. You come back when you finish. Now, Mr. Cartwright, you said you were on your way to War Bonnet.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet my father and brother there, pick up some horses, and drive them back to the ranch.
This woman you saw, that description fits about half the women in this part of the world. Can you pin that down a little bit?
No, that's the best I can do. I'm sure I'd recognize her if I saw her again.
I wonder if you'd mind riding out there with me and show me where you found that body.
Be glad to.
Oh, one more thing. I'm going to have to ask you to stay around town till I can arrange an inquest. Maybe tomorrow, day after at the latest. Sorry to inconvenience you, but there's no help for it.
It's no problem. I'll send a telegram to my father and War Bonnet.
Well, I'd appreciate it.
Now, sir, I'm sure your son hasn't checked in here, and this is the only hotel in War Bonnet.
I knew it. Dad burned it, I knew it. When he told us he'd meet us here, I knew we wouldn't see you hiding or him. We got them horses back.
Oh, he'll be along.
You want to make a little bet on that?
All I'm interested in right now is a cold drink and a hot meal.
Up the stairs to your left, sir.
Thank you.
You know, even with little Joe, we're still going to need a couple of hands for those horses.
Well, we'll get him.
Well, I guess I've seen all there is to see here.
Hey. Take a look at this. pretty well narrows it down. It's a woman, and her first or last name starts with L.
Where'd you find this?
Right over there in the tall grass.
Yeah, well, it might mean something. Let's get back to town.
Yes, Gideon, it's mine.
I knew that. What I don't know is what it was doing at the scene of a murder. Well, I'm waiting.
I tried to tell you, Gideon. I tried, but I couldn't. I'd give anything if it hadn't have happened.
You mean you were out there? You killed him? Who was he?
Harry Loomis.
You told me he was dead.
I thought he was dead. I knew he was. I believed that.
I'm sure you did. As close as our marriage has been, I'd know if you were lying. Marriage, no, it was bigamy.
Gideon, we didn't know.
Your husband shows up and now he's dead. As soon as that comes out, there's no way back for us.
I don't want you hurt. That's the last thing I want.
That's not going to help. Come on, now you sit up here with me and tell me all about it. Come on.
Yeah, how you doing?
Buenos dias, senor. What a fine caballo you have.
Yeah, you take care of him for me?
It will be an honor and a pleasure, senor. I have never seen a more beautiful animal.
Yeah, well, how much to take care of?
For you, senor, $1 a day, with feed.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make it $1.25 if you do me a favor.
Certainly, senor. Anything you ask.
Put your hat back on, stand up straight, and wipe that silly grin off your face. Where can I find the telegraph office?
It's right across the street, senor.
Good enough, thanks.
He said he'd kill me if I didn't go with him. He was trying to push me into the buggy. I saw his gun. He would have killed me if I hadn't have shot him.
I believe you.
No one else will.
No, I'm afraid not. Oh, why did you go out there, Lydia? What good did you think it would do?
I thought I could persuade him to go away and leave us alone. I should have known better.
You know this man Cartwright can identify you.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. I'll think of something. Meanwhile, you're going to stay here in the house. Out of sight.
Well, all I can say is things are in a pretty fix when you can't even hire a couple of wranglers in the town this side.
Well, the whole town's booming. Nobody needs a job.
Telegram for you, Mr. Cartwright.
Oh, thank you.
Just little Joe. Tell us not to wait for it.
Where? Little Joe, all right. Delayed a day or two in Black River
What'd I tell you?
to testify at a coroner's inquest. Details when I see you. Don't worry. No troubles. Feel fine.
Coroner's inquest. Bring what that's about.
I don't know. Gives me an idea, though.
What?
So we can go to Black River, find out what this is about, and maybe pick up some wranglers.
Well, let's go.
We'll leave in the morning.
Sir.
Mr. Cartwright,
Oh, Sheriff, sit down.
talk to you for a minute?
You better want some coffee, something to eat?
No,
Good steak.
No, thanks. Just want to tell you that I've identified the man you found.
Oh, yeah?
Put a name to him, anyway. Harry Loomis, Denver. Send a telegram to the Denver police, see what they can tell me about him. Anyway, I don't see any reason for you to stay around Black River.
What about the inquest?
Just give me a signed statement about what you saw and heard, and you can be on your way.
Look, I've already sent that telegram to my father. I think I'll just stick around.
Can if you want. Don't see any need of it.
Well, look, I'm the only witness. Next day or two, I might spot the woman. I could identify her for you.
You might. Suit yourself. I want 4 or 5 of you men to go with Colton, get every horse off the street and out of the livery stable. Take them out to Colton's ranch. The rest of you go with Sam Hicks. He'll post you all around town. I've got a hunch this man Cartwright is pretty handy with a gun. I don't want anybody getting hurt. So if anybody corners him, you just let me know and I'll handle it. Lock this stuff up. We got work to do.
Boys, check the corral back at the hotel. The rest of you come with me to the livery stable.
Senor Colton, what do I tell the men who own these horses when they come for them?
They're at my place. Sheriff's orders.
Your place, senor, that is a very long walk.
Yeah. And if you see that Cartwright, you run and yell for the sheriff.
All right, come on over here. Where'd they take the horses?
To Senor Colton's rancho, senor. The jefe says all the horses in town must be taken to there.
How far away is it?
3 miles, maybe 4 to the south.
Why'd you come up here?
There was blood on the ladder, senor.
If you know I was up here, why didn't you tell them?
Senor,
Come on, put your hat back on and answer me.
I do not want to get mixed up in this thing, senor.
What thing? What did the sheriff say happened out there?
He says when he tried to ask you questions about the man you found, you ran away from him.
And everybody believed him, huh?
The whole town.
What about you? You believed him. Why didn't you tell him I was up here?
You would hear and you might shoot me.
Come on, you're a bad liar. If you're afraid I'd shoot you down there, what'd you come up here looking for me?
I do not like to see any man in trouble, senor.
You saw what happened out there, didn't you?
Senor, when my father died, El Jefe gave us food and money. He said...
Answer me. You saw what happened out on the street.
I saw it.
What are you going to do about it?
Senor, my mother works for El Jefe and his senora, and he gave me this job here at this stable.
Oh, wait. You said the El Jefe and his senora. He's married, huh?
See, he's married.
What's his wife look like?
She's very beautiful, senor.
What's her name?
Lydia.
Lydia.
Senor, anybody in town will tell you El Jefe is a fine, honest man, and I cannot speak against him.
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy.
In Black River, senor, the truth is what El Jefe says. And even if it wasn't, senor, you think the gringos would take the word of a pelado?
Oh, I suppose not. What's your name?
My name is Luis Valdez.
Well, Luis, I can't run and I can't hide, so... If you want to get the sheriff, just go on and get him.
I'm sorry, senor. If it was not for my mother...
Don't be sorry and don't apologize. Just do what you have to do.
Check out back.
Senor Colton and the other men searched the barn when they came for the horses. And the loft, too.
Al, Charlie! Barn's already been searched.
Haven't found him yet, so he may have slipped out of town. I want you men to check every ranch within walking distance. Talk to the ranchers, check the buildings. Go on. You to stay out of sight.
You tried to kill him, didn't you?
Just a minute.
Don't lie to me, Gideon, please. Don't even try. I heard the shot. When I ran out, I saw Cartwright on the ground, wounded. He got into the alley, and then you came after him with your gun in your hand. You did try to kill him, didn't you? What happened, Gideon? Why would you?
Well, I talked to him tonight when he was having supper in the saloon. Tried to get him to leave town. Told him he wouldn't be needed for the inquest, but he wouldn't go.
So you decided to kill him, to protect me?
No, not then. I didn't know what I was going to do then. Just get you out of town till the inquest was over or something. I don't know. When I started home tonight, I saw him. We were alone on the street together. All I could think of was, here's a stranger. Man I don't know or care about who could ruin our lives. Even then, I didn't do anything until he stopped and looked in the photographer's window.
My picture.
I'd forgotten it was there till he stopped. But he saw it. And he recognized it. All he'd have to do is ask anybody in town, and they'd tell him who killed Loomis. Well, there he was. It seemed so easy.
Only it wasn't. And I'm glad.
You know what'll happen now, don't you?
Let it happen.
You know the first thing they'll say in court. You didn't bother to divorce Loomis before you married me.
We'll tell them the truth.
They won't listen. So you met Loomis out of town, shot him, so I could call him a drifter and put him in a box and bury him, so all our troubles would be over.
They know us better than that.
No, you're wrong.
Try them.
It's too late, Lydia. Cartwright's out there with a bullet in him. Now, my bullet. How do I explain that? You think he'll accept an apology? Just get on his horse and ride out of town and let us alone?
You can't have him hunted down and killed.
It's too late.
Gideon, you can't do it.
Go on home, Lydia. And this time, stay there. Don't you worry, honey. I'll get us out of this somehow.
Brought some food, senor. Softly, senor. There are people all around. Could do both of us harm if they're to hear us.
Thanks.
Good.
I couldn't even ring the sheriff.
As you said, senor, you could have killed me.
Just talk.
See. But you could have forced me to help you, and you didn't. You do not treat me like a pedado. You understand why I cannot. Senor, you cannot stay here. Senor Colton will come very soon. He will find you. You must go away with me. We will find a place for you to hide.
All right.
Hey, boy. What are you doing there? Huh? I know you. You're the fella sheriff's looking for, ain't you? Well, ain't you?
Check the door.
Close the door.
Luis, who is this?
Oh, your leg is very bad, senor. You must have a doctor.
Luis, who is he?
He's the man the sheriff is looking for.
Ay, Dios mío.
He was hiding in the stable, and he would have been found there.
And you bring him here?
There was no other place.
What is the matter with you? To help such a man is crazy.
Mama, El Jefe lied about him.
Get him out.
No, I was there. I saw him. He shot him for no reason.
Get him out.
No, he is going to stay.
We will see.
Mama, did you hear me? El Jefe is lying.
Senor Bates is our friend.
Your friend, Mama, not mine.
Luis.
A friend does not refuse to let you repay a kindness. He did not give us food and work and money to help us. He gave it to buy us. He does not want to be our friend. He wants to be our patron.
Do you know what can happen to you for helping this man?
See, and I'm just as afraid of as you are. But there is one thing I am more afraid of, and that is what will happen to me if I do not help him. When Papa died, you said I had to be a man. What kind of a man did you mean? Tonight I will get us horses and I will help him get away. But now he must rest.
I must go to work. If I do not, the Senora Bates will come to see what is the matter. Buenos días, señora. I am sorry I am late. Perdone.
That's all right, Maria.
Oh, I will take that, senora. Oh, I'm sorry, senora.
Is there anything wrong, Maria?
Oh, no. No, senora, no.
Well, Louise, what's the matter?
It's my mother, senor. She's very, very sick, and you must come right away.
All right, I'll get my bag and be right with you.
Is that Luis with Dr. Miles?
Oh, sí, senora.
They're turning east at the corner, toward your end of town. Maria, what is it?
What do you mean, senora?
You know perfectly well what I mean. Something's the matter. Something's very much the matter from the way you're acting.
Senora?
Do you know what Luis is doing with Dr. Miles?
No, senora.
And you're not curious about it, are you?
Sí, senora.
You're not telling me the truth, Maria. Something's troubling you, and I want to know what it is. Maria. Maria, what is it? Perhaps I can help. Tell me. Tell me.
It is Luis.
Luis, what about Luis?
He
what?
He brought that man to our jacal.
Man, what man?
The man that Senor Bates is looking for. He is hiding him there.
Who's this? I am Dr. Miles. Luis got me here under false pretenses. He told me his mother was ill.
I had to, amigo. Your leg is very bad.
Well, I'm only guessing, of course, but I'd say you're Mr. Cartwright.
Oh, that's good guessing, Doc.
He's a friend of yours?
See?
I'd be interested to know how that came about. First, I'd better have a look at that leg.
I will hold your gun, amigo.
Never mind. It might make the doc nervous.
I found him in the livery stable. He was trying to find his way out.
What did he say about Cartwright?
Well, the way he was mumbling, I couldn't make it out. Nothing but the name.
Get some of this into him. Colton, I don't need you anymore.
Sheriff, would it be all right to bring the horses back from the ranch now?
Yeah, go on, bring him back. Come on. Come on, wake up. Pike. Come on, wake up.
Whether your story's true or not, Cartwright, doesn't make a bit of difference.
So Louise told me.
Gideon's a big man. I don't just say that because I'm a friend of his. I know what he's done.
Just what has he done?
When the mine petered out, he kept this town from going to rot the way 100 other silver camps in the territory have. One way or another, he kept Black River alive. In the past 15 years, we've had enough fires, droughts, all-around hard times to kill a town a dozen times over. Except that Gideon just won't let it die. Gideon's more than just the sheriff of Black River. He is Black River. Louise, for your sake, I'm not going to say anything about this, but get him out of here as fast as you can.
Maybe a Jefe has let the horses be brought back to town. I will go and see, huh?
You watch out for yourself.
You rest, huh?
Go on, Pike.
Well, I tried to hold Cartwright for you, Sheriff. I could have done it, too, if you didn't have somebody helping him. Who? It was that Mex kid that works down the livery stable.
Louise! Louise!
You can put the revolver away, Mr. Cartwright. You won't need it.
That's what you told the fellow outside of town, Mrs. Bates.
How do you know who I am?
Why didn't you bring your husband with you so he could finish what he started last night?
I don't want you killed, Mr. Cartwright. Any more than I wanted to kill Harry Loomis.
You know, for some reason, I don't find that very reassuring, Mrs. Bates. Maybe that's because when I found Loomis, he was very dead.
Because he tried to kill me.
Well, I'll try not to make the same mistake. Now, why don't you come here?
Mr. Cartwright, I'll help you get out of town. If you'll go away and forget that I'm the woman that you saw yesterday.
And if I forget your husband tried to kill me last night?
Yes.
And you and the sheriff live happily ever after. That is after he's looked me up and put a bullet in my head so I don't talk. No, Mrs. Bates, we're going to keep each other company. Just till I get a horse and get out of this town. Sit down. Come on, sit down. I wouldn't get your hopes up either. I'm not going to ride very far, just a war bonnet. I understand there's a U.S. Marshal over there who takes a very dim view of trigger-happy lawmen.
Anybody here?
Howdy.
Buenos dias.
You in charge here?
Si.
You got room for a couple of horses?
Sure.
Listen, I want you to give him a good rub down. Real good now. And don't give him any water too soon. Give him a quart of oats and some good hay. We'll be over at the hotel.
Si, senor.
He doesn't deserve to have his life ruined because of one moment of weakness. Believe me, Mr. Cartwright. Gideon's a good man. He's
come on,
probably
Mrs. Bates. If he was a better shot, he'd be a murderer now.
All right, Cartwright, drop the gun.
Gideon.
Drop it! How much have you told them?
Everything.
Good. It's all out in the open now. You know what my wife did was in self-defense?
Maybe. That doesn't excuse the bullet you put in my leg, though.
That was a mistake. I'm going to make that right. You and I are going on down to the jail and get this straightened out. Go on, it's all but over now.
He's not taking me to the jail. He can't. He wants you out of here so he can kill me and you won't see it.
No, he wouldn't.
Go on home, Lydia.
Even if you kill me, you lose. Luis, the stable boy, saw you shoot me last night. He'll talk.
A Pallado, a Mexican, who's going to take his word over mine.
Gideon, you can't.
If I don't shut him up, he'll ruin us. Now get out of here, Lydia. I mean it.
Sheriff just tried to kill me. I saw his wife on the road the other day after she killed Loomis.
He's telling the truth.
To protect me.
This came in the mail an hour ago. Loomis was wanted for murder. Dead or alive.
Get a statement from everybody, Sam. Take my keys. Take that, too.
One more minute and we go, huh?
What do you mean, we?
Well, your father has hired me to drive you to War Bonnet. Maybe even to your rancho. And a couple of my friends are going to help drive your horses.
Oh, look, I still think it's silly. You're going to a lot of trouble for nothing. I'm not hurt that bad. I can ride a horse.
Your leg needs another week of healing before you ride. Doctor says so.
And he's the boss, Joseph.
All right, I won't argue with you.
And have your own doctor take a look at that leg when you get home, just to be sure.
I will. Thanks, Doc. I'm sorry about what happened.
So am I.
Take care. All right, let's go, amigo.